Hello and welcome to Nollywood Fellow, a channel where I talk about Nollywood films. And today I'm going to be talking about Seven Doors, a series which is on Netflix Africa. And thank God to VPN, I could watch it here. This series marks the directorial debut of Femi Adebayo, and it's been co-directed by Adebayo Tijani and Tope Adebayo, both of whom have worked on movies like King of Thieves. So this movie revolves around a newly appointed king who reluctantly takes on the duties only to realize the task at hand has more challenges than he foresaw. Challenges on a personal, spiritual, and moral level. Parallelly, there is a story of the same kingdom from a few centuries back. One thing you can't undermine about the film is the scale and ambition. It is very much on display. But the good thing is that it does not come at the cost of the content. There are a lot of interesting themes that this series, touches upon. It talks about love, responsibility, tradition, righteousness. But the most important theme in the film is that of, I would say, karma, or that of repercussions of actions and decisions, sometimes long lasting implications of your decisions. The dilemmas and the conflicts in the film are pretty compelling. But that being said, with the storytelling, I did have a couple of issues. Mostly, there are subplots that are not taken through, they're not taken to their conclusion. And the bigger problem, however, was the pacing. And as it is with most Yoruba epics, here too, there is this whole thing where people go on talking, and when something has already been established, there are dialogues that go on talking about it. So, those sort of redundancies sort of ruins the flow of the film. Anyway, on the technical side, like I mentioned, the ambition and scale are on full display. So the sets, the production design, the costume, all of those are really well done, and the work that has gone into it is really evident. The camera work and DOP are also commendable, which brings me to VFX. Now, the VFX, well, how do I put it? Okay, I'll take it one by one. So the intro part has some really good VFX. And then in many parts of the film, there is decent VFX. But then at points, it gets a bit too patchy. And especially, my main problem is in parts where there is a mix of VFX along with live shots. So those have not come out well. And at points, it looks like it reflects on the performance of the actor. While I don't know if the actor is even at blame over there. Moving on, performances. Well, overall, I would say the performances were not that great, and that is predominantly because of the extras. Because there were a lot of characters, and most of them did not scale up. But the main actors did a really good job, or a fairly good job, I would say. Femi Adebayo for me over here was a bit of a mixed bag. That is, because he does a job well. He brings alive the dilemmas of this king, and he was expressive as well. But there are some points where he doesn't quite hit the mark for me. Chioma Akpotha. Well, talking about Chioma, I'll just say that this series belongs to her. As the queen, she has done a really good job. She is so expressive, and she is so free in her, in her performances. It really comes out well. This, I would say, is, and she's given some really good performances. I would say she's hit a new mark with this film, with this series. Gabriel Afolayan, he's shown great range here again. There's this level of power with which he delivers, and it's hard not to notice. which brings me to two more actors who I think deserve a mention here. Kolawole Ajayemi, he plays the king from the past. So he's basically the ancestor of Femi Adebayo's character, who is Adedunjoye. Well, this character has an interesting character graph, and Kolawole did great justice to it. There's a lot this character goes through, and he's brought it alive to screen really well. That's a job well done. The other actor I would like to mention is Aliyu Gafar. He plays this negative character called Esusu, and this is a standout job. He brings these eccentricities and these interesting mannerisms of the character to the screen. So, yeah, all in all, I would say that, there have been a lot of Yoruba epics to have come out in the past 2 to 3 years, and they all have a lot of similarities. This one has tried to shake up things, it has tried to change a lot of things, and it has succeeded in many places, I would say. If not all, but it has succeeded in many. And this series definitely has more hits than misses, so I would definitely recommend it. Do check it out on Netflix if you're in Africa. Else use VPN like I did. That's it for this time. If you've seen the series, do let me know your thoughts on it. Do let me know your thoughts on my thoughts on the series as well. And yeah, till next time, this is me, Nollywood Fellow, saying bye. Do like, share, comment, subscribe. See ya.